Hello and welcome to Hyperlocal in Huntsville, Alabama, where I showcase the incredible stories behind local businesses here in the Tennessee Valley. And my name is Sara Runyans. I'm with Cove Living Brokered by eXp Realty. And today I have photographer Candace Ollis of CLO Photography with me. I really cannot wait to hear what she has to say. She is so creative, has the greatest ideas, and can't wait to unpack what she has to share with us today about her photography business. So, Candace, welcome.
Hi, Sarah. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you here today. So if you would, let's just start off. I ask everyone this, and it's just sort of a standard question, but it's a great starter. And that is just please tell us a little about yourself and what you do.
I'm a mom and a wife. I was a military spouse for 15 years, and my husband retired from the Air Force a few years ago. And so we came to Huntsville about 3.5 years ago with our two kiddos. And so we've lived here in the same house going on almost 4 years. And we have two dogs that we love. And we just really love being here in the Hampton Cove area. It's so beautiful and the people are great. And yeah, so I started my business here a few years ago and we love it.
That's amazing. That is awesome. So can you tell us the story of how your business came to be and what inspired you to start it?
Yeah, so like I said, I was a military spouse for 15 years and I have two children and I homeschooled them since the beginning. And a few years ago, we were getting to the point where my husband was retiring, my oldest is getting close to graduating, and my daughter actually started in a little local school here in Hampton Cove. And I just suddenly had this time on my hands that I didn't have before. And I just had the opportunity to do something for myself, something that I enjoyed, and could just focus on me. And I've always loved photography ever since I was a little girl. And so that's just kind of how that came to be.
That is a great thing to do. It's nice when you have the opportunity to sort of explore those passions and do something that you love. So that is great. Um, could you tell us some unique qualities and experiences that set you apart in your business from others that may do similar things? And maybe put it in terms of the client products or services you offer.
Okay, yeah. So there's two main things. One of them is the style of my photos, so the edited photos that I provide. And I keep things very simple and minimal, especially in my studio portraits. So if you come into the studio for pictures, I don't use a lot of props. I don't use special sets. We just keep things really clean. And my studio, you can probably see it's painted white. And I just really like to keep things minimal like that so that the subjects are really the star of the show. They really shine through. And so my minimal portraits is something that really sets me apart from a lot of other photographers, especially here in Huntsville. And something else is the experience that I provide to my clients, especially moms. So I provide professional hair and makeup artistry for all my sessions. It's included. And I have a studio wardrobe as well that clients can take advantage of. And so those are two big aspects of the client experience that I provide.
That's great. Okay. And so I was just thinking, do you, um, what are some of the types of photography you do of like subject wise?
So my main focus is maternity, but I also photograph newborns and families.
Mhm.
And so those three go nicely together. I love seeing moms come in when they're expecting, and then I get to see them back a few months later with their newborn babies, and eventually we'll do family photos together.
Mhm. That's great. I think a lot of times when we're expecting, because I have three children, and you don't get the pictures of yourself when you're expecting, and a lot of times you think, well, I don't think people should think this. I don't think women should feel this way, but sometimes they just feel like they don't look good. but they're beautiful, right? And they're
Mhm.
glowing a lot of times. And I know I felt great in many stages of my pregnancies. Of course, I know there are times when you don't feel so good, but it is nice to be able to capture that. I think that's wonderful. I don't think when I was going through those stages that it was as big a deal to have those maternity photos made.
Yeah.
Now I kind of wish that we had. Um,
Yeah. I love that it's embraced now, and especially once moms get further along in their pregnancy and they're starting to ache, and they're really feeling the difference in their body. They really do start to not feel beautiful anymore, and so I love being able to help them feel as beautiful as they are.
yeah, yeah, that is true. I think that that's great. That's wonderful. So what is it about your business that you're most passionate about?
Well, I love pampering moms, because I was the mom who dedicated, herself completely to her family for so many years. And, I was the mom who I never did anything for myself. I never focused on myself. I love being able to give some attention to moms and pamper them and love on them, and just help them feel, special, even if it's just for a day. So
Mhm.
that's why I love offering the hair and makeup and the wardrobe, and all those extra little details that just helps moms feel a little loved on.
That's wonderful. So, are you involved in any community or charity work related to your business?
Yes, so I do partner with Big Cove Christian Academy here in Hampton Cove a couple times a year. They recently, actually yesterday, just had
Mhm.
their yearly auction where they're raising funds for the school, and so I love being able to donate a few sessions for their auction. That's really fun to participate in, and the community is welcome to join in. So next year, if anyone's interested, you're welcome to come be a part of that auction. And then I'm also doing their student portraits this year for the yearbook. And so that's another fun way I get to partner with them.
Mhm.
And then last year, I think we're planning on doing it again this year, but last year I partnered with another photographer, Miranda Gates Photography. And so we teamed up and had a little event here at the dog park in Hampton
Hmm.
Cove. And so we just had, it was like a meet and greet for people to come out and, socialize their dogs. And hopefully, I think a lot of people didn't realize that we even had a dog park. So our goal was to kind of, bring some awareness that we had that and it was available.
Mhm.
But we had the cutest dog contest, so that was fun. And of course, prizes were photo sessions. So we got to meet some really sweet families here locally and some of their pets as well. Yeah. And then I do have a little passion project coming up that I thought I'd mention called Portraits for Patriots, where I will be photographing and interviewing those who have served in our military, specifically highlighting those who served in the Vietnam Wars. So that is something I'm really looking forward to, photographing, not just photographing, but interviewing and then publishing their stories as well. So that's something that is going to be
Oh,
coming up
that's
soon.
so wonderful. I
Yeah.
love that, Candace. Well, I have to say, I think you're brave to do the dog photography. I mean, I think that I'm sure that you came away with some really cute pictures, but I know children can be a challenge, but then pets probably even more so
They're
because
even harder. Yeah.
anyway, well, that's a conversation for another day, perhaps. Okay. Um, so if there is one thing you'd like our audience to take away from this interview about you and your business, what would it be?
um, I think that we are here to just love on and serve moms, and we love when moms come in and we get to hear their stories and share moments together of camaraderie over what it's like to be a mom, and that is just it's really special to us. It's the favorite part of our business, and
Mhm.
yeah, so we hope that you'll come in and have a portrait session and but share a little bit of yourself with us here at the same time.
I think that's wonderful. I know that, you know, the job of being a mom and what a mom does. I hate to say it, but a lot of times it's unappreciated. And you would think over the years people would figure out that it's one of the most important jobs. I think people intellectually know that, but they don't always, um, you know, put behind that support for moms that moms really do benefit from. So thank you for that. And
Yeah.
so if there is anyone out there that wants to reach you, where can they find you?
So I'm on Facebook, Clove Photography, and my website is clo-photography.com.
Okay, and so it's CLO. Do you say Clo or CLO?
I pronounce it Clo, but it is my initials, so
Yes.
technically it is
Okay.
CLO, but
Okay, so you could potentially go either way.
either way, yeah.
Okay, well, wonderful. It was so good to have a conversation with you and to learn about your business today, Candace. And I hope some people will be reaching out to you. I'm glad to know more about it and look forward to seeing more of your photography and perhaps having some of it done. So that would be awesome. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks again for sitting down with me today.
Thank you, Sarah.